I spoke too soon. I found something different. So I'm at Rzeszów train station and I have my host's bicycle. They actually have some family coming to visit for the weekend, 15 members. So they kicked me out for about 3 days. The town that I'm going to is actually called Przemyśl. Now here's the spelling of it here on the left. You can see the Przemysl. But again, it is called Przemyśl. These Polish words are screwing me up, I must say that. And my train is almost here. I am much closer to the Ukrainian border, obviously, than my past few cities, so there's a lot more refugees here, a lot more volunteers, a lot more action going on. This poor little dog here, I think, is a refugee and he's quite scared. I don't know if he's coming in or going home. So this area down here is only for the Ukrainians. This is where the accommodation and food is for the refugees. So you must have Ukrainian ID to pass these officers.
Żebyście się jakoś, wiesz co, umówiły chociaż.
So I just spoke to the guy in the Ukrainian bus over here, an awesome guy, very, very tiny English, but we did exchange numbers. I said I'm heading to Lviv. I have friends there that can translate to speak Russian and Ukrainian, so we're gonna give him a call and hopefully I can hook up with this guy. Off he goes. So he's got a van full of refugees right now. He's got full of luggage in the back, and I think he's squeezed in about 12 people. 10 to 12 people in there, a little baby and everything. So the super awesome guy, he took his van and actually painted it and turned it into a Ukrainian mobile, so very cool. It is now time to bike and explore Przemyśl. If you do some research on Przemyśl and look at the map, you'll see that there's a lot of forts and old fortress ruins throughout the entire city. There are dozens, so I'm going to check out quite a few of them as I explore, and there's one buried somewhere in the woods. Let's go find it. This area has the oldest and tiniest little houses. Well, I found fort number 1. It's huge. Look at the size of it. Well, next to this little church, I found my next ruins, my next fort, but it is definitely just ruins so far, and that little piece is the old fort. Well, behind this guy's house I found a little more of a fort. You can see there's a small entrance there, and there's also a little piece right there, but over here, we're getting there, we're finding some decent ruins. So this bridge I'm on shows a really nice view of Przemyśl way in the distance. Tomorrow I will explore this whole downtown.
Macie cały świat?
So if you're planning on coming to Przemyśl to see all of the forts that are marked on your map, I'll let you know up front you're just going to see a lot of ruins. Like this. It is pretty cool to see. But this is about my 10th one. I spoke too soon. I found something different. Okay, this one's pretty cool. Well, as you can see behind me, just a whole bunch of grass. This is I think my 12th fort I've come to, and this one is completely full of grass, so they are definitely old ruins. Well, it took a little effort, but I found my hostel. This is it here. I don't know if it's a haunted house or a palace. Let's go check it out. So this hostel actually emailed me a code for the door. Alright, let me show you how this works. Now I left the door open, but you push this thing, it lights up the keys, then you got to put your code in. The problem is, if you stand still for more than about 5 seconds, boom, the light in the hallway goes off. So you got to dance around a little bit there and get the light go back on so you can push this thing. Now you got to remember your 6-digit code. If you forget it and you happen to forget your cell phone in the room, you're screwed. So here's my tiny room with 4 little beds. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is me over here. And the funny thing about this is that over here in the corner, in the entire room, there are 2 outlets. So whoever gets this bed, people are going to constantly be crawling over top of them to charge their gadgets. So again, there's 4 beds in this room, there are 6 in the other and 10 in another, and there's 2 outlets in each room. So everyone's going to be fighting tonight to charge their cell phone. Okay, so I'm now in the basement, and I'm going to show you where the kitchen is. So this is the dining area. This is a very dark and scary hostel. Here is the kitchen. Here's the double fridges. Again, it is in the basement. I believe this might have been a school once upon a time because of all of these rooms, the way they're set up. That's my guess, but if I go into this dark corner, they have a lot of automated lights, as you can tell. A lot of technology for a tiny town, but there you go, boom, look at all the sinks. And little bathroom over there, but I find these funny, these tiny little, I guess, foot sinks. Clean your feet in. This is my hostel for 3 nights. Let's hope I make it out alive. Let's go back to exploring. The sun is beginning to set, and I'm trying to get some of the last lookout points in the last couple of forts, and as you can see, they have a ski lift for the winter time. Okay, that's probably the most uphill I've ridden a bike in a long time. That's like San Francisco up. So as you can see behind me, there's a map. I'll zoom in a minute, but I'm at my 3 last forts / ruins for the night, and then back downtown to the square and do some nighttime shots. There's the sign, Fort 3. There's actually 3 of them in there, so that makes sense that it would say Fort 3. And you can see a bit there, 1, 2, 3. All right, let's take a look inside. Okay, that's kind of creepy. Fort number 2 is buried inside of all these bushes and trees, but the mosquitoes are coming out, so I ain't going in there. So I am hiking up this path to what I think is probably the highest point here. It's straight up to this little peak, and let's see what our view looks like from there. So to any Polish people watching this, I do apologize if I said this wrong, but I'm at Kopiec Tatarski. That is the name of this viewpoint, if I'm saying it correctly. So I just went in the Bell Tower Museum to ask how much it is tomorrow to go up it. Tomorrow's Sunday, it's closed. However, it's a special today, and it's only 2 zlotys, so let's go up the tower.
Bo mój telefon ma bardzo dużego zoom.
So I'm now going to head to the Hill of Three Crosses and take the walking route. So I'm back up on the hill I was last night. It's super windy today, but the chairlift is running. And the bobsled is running. I decided to come all the way back up to the hill I was on last night to see the view and to see this giant cross in the daytime. I gotta be honest, I thought it was a certain type of marble that made this pattern, but it's actually been painted. The whole church. This is the main walking street here in the city. If there's one thing I noticed, it's how much the Polish love their lody. And if you're wondering what lody is, it's ice cream. The National Museum here in the city. Welcome to the town square. So a huge part of the town square, as you can see, is under construction.
przed